What's up, guys? Welcome to Virtual Redban number 709. Chill to the next episode. That's right, this is a chill episode. If you're new here, that means this episode doesn't really have any kind of format. We're just kind of fucking hanging out together, talking to you guys in the chat. What's up, Pooter? What is up, everybody in the chat on X, on Twitch, on YouTube? I might even start doing Instagram live soon. I guess I can do that now. I don't know about that. Anyways, I'm having my first drink of the night. Happy Tuesday to you guys. Cheers. Mmm. 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 This is a Deathsquad mug, and if you want to get a Deathsquad mug or a Deathsquad shirt, you can head over to deathsquad.tv. And there, right at the very top, you can see something called Shop Squad. That would take you to shopsquad.tv, where we have hats, mugs, shirts, everything, including a bunch of new stuff coming in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. You'll have some new stuff, so keep your eye at shopsquad.tv. Also at deathsquad.tv, you have every past episode of Kill Tony, including Monday's episode, which... Oh, I guess I just have to hit refresh. Monday's episode, including the episode number 646 with Derek Poston and Hassan Ahmad, my two buddies. They are the mothership backbone. I've known them for a long time. They're from Los Angeles. They moved out here during the big escape to Austin. And I'm so proud of them. They got a new podcast together, too. They just started yesterday. Just great guys. You might know Derek. He opens up for Schultz, Andrew Schultz, doing arenas and shit. And just great guys. And this week, I'm going to be really busy this week. I have to re-edit the next 2 episodes of Kill Tony, which is our big arena shows. If you missed it on pay-per-view, I'm going to be re-editing them. So even if you've seen it already, you haven't seen my edit of it. So hopefully I can clean up some of the edits, show some stuff that maybe they missed, and just make it a little bit better, I hope. It's a lot of work, though, because I think instead of just working with 4 cameras, usually when I edit a normal Kill Tony, I have 4 cameras to edit between. This one, I think, has like 10. So hopefully my little computer could do that. But it'll be fun to re-edit everything. Maybe clean up the sound a little if I can. I don't know how much I can do with the sound. But it should be fun. And so the next 2 episodes are going to be our arena shows. A lot of people have been asking me, Brian, is the New Year's Eve shows going to be on YouTube, or where can I watch them? Well, you're going to be able to watch them soon. Very, very soon. So that'll be a lot of fun. But if you missed episode Kill Tony 646, that's available right now at YouTube. Kill Tony YouTube, you can just click this link right here and I'll take you right to it. Look at that. That was a good episode.
Crystal collecting is just rock collecting for bitches.
Oh, shit. A lot of fun. A lot of crazy people. Oh, my God. This woman right here, unbearable. Unbearable. Oh, my God. It's like people always are saying that this show's rigged, that we pull, the bucket is rigged. This is a great example. It's not rigged. We would never, ever want this person on stage. I'm sorry. I know it's mean what I'm saying, but if you've seen this episode, you know what I'm talking about. Jesus. Can you imagine just getting ear beatings from that woman? This guy was pretty fucking weird. I thought he looked like Steve Buscemi. That was crazy. This girl was fun. That was a fun girl. This kid, what is he, 16? Wow. Pretty cool. It's I got to give this kid credit. Starting comedy at this young of an age, you're just getting such a head start. And he's so calm on stage already. You know, just the idea that he's doing stand-up comedy at such a young age, he's going to be, if he keeps it up, it's guaranteed he's going to have a successful career in comedy, which is pretty cool. Because if I was a kid, and I didn't even know about stand-up comedy when I was a kid. I never thought that you could even do that. Like I loved stand-up comedy, like Robin Williams and Steve Martin, but I never thought, oh, I could do that, And man, if I was a kid and started, that would be so awesome. Anyways, episode 646, available right now at youtube.com/killtony. The links of everything is at deathsquad.tv, including Sunset Strip Comedy Club, which is my comedy club. If you're ever in Austin, Texas, please stop by. Come see a show. We have shows every single day for the most part. Sometimes we take Mondays off. And let's just see what's going on in this week. Tonight we have Good Evening News, which starts at 10, which is becoming very popular. It's like a YouTube show. You could actually watch it live. Tomorrow we got Black and Mild, which is Cam Patterson's bi-weekly show. But most importantly, Secret Show every single Thursday. Last week was amazing. Last week we had like 17 or 18 comedians on the show. This week's going to be a lot of fun. We have some great surprises, some people that are in town. I'll give you a little hint. My good buddy Sarah Weinshank's going to be in town, so she's going to be on the show. I love Sarah. I miss her. And, speaking of ladies I miss, ladies of the night, I'm going to give you another hint. Maybe a little Jessie Johnson's going to be in town. Jet Ski Johnson. Maybe she's going to be in town. And if you haven't seen Ari Mattis is, he was on Kill Tony a few episodes ago. He's from, I don't even remember what country he's from. It's it's such a weird country that I don't even remember the name of it. But he is one of my favorite comedians. He is so he came out of nowhere, and he's he's like the country he's in. He's like one of the only comics in the whole entire country, and he is going back home. This is his last show. He's been in Austin for like 2 months, 3 months maybe. And he's going back home, so this is the last show. So if you haven't seen Ari Mattis, check out Secret Show Thursday. It's going to be a good one. Also, I want to do something I haven't done in a while, is advertise a stand-up show. I haven't been on the road. I haven't gone on the road since pre-COVID. Last time I was on the road was opening up for Tom Green, which I miss Tom. But it was right before COVID started, like literally the week before COVID. I just haven't, after COVID and stuff, I moved to Austin. I just haven't been in the mood to go on the road much. But I'm getting my feet wet. I'm going to be in San Diego. This is not until July. But I'm going to be in San Diego, July 18th through the 20th. I'm going to be at the American Comedy Company. There's going to be 5 shows. 1 show Thursday, 2 shows Friday, and 2 shows Saturday. And I'm going to bring some friends. I'm going to give you a breaking news. This was just confirmed about 10 minutes ago. I'm going to be bringing some friends. But the person that's going to be featuring for me, somebody that I love. I think he's one of my favorite comedians in Austin, Texas. And you might know him from Kill Tony, but you might also know him from being on podcast with William Montgomery, bringing the great Casey Rocket with me. So you'll be featuring for me. And I'll have some other surprises that I'll announce soon. But if you haven't seen Casey Rocket live, it's one of the craziest things you'll ever see. I brought Casey to Los Angeles a year ago. We went to the Comedy Store. I had a show there at the Comedy Store, and literally standing ovation. I mean, just people in LA just did not see that coming. It blew people's minds. Casey Rocket just destroyed. So I'm going to be bringing Casey Rocket with me to these San Diego shows. So if you live anywhere near San Diego, here's a rare, a rare appearance of me doing shows. And I'm going to tell you right now, I will be back soon in Ohio. And I'll be back soon in probably Pittsburgh. I'm thinking Pittsburgh, Ohio, maybe Michigan. I'm going to be doing a little round of shows around there probably. And I'm thinking about doing some Florida shows because I haven't been to Florida in a while. But if you want me to come to your city, please tweet me and let me know. Anyways, if you want to get tickets to this, go to AmericanComedyCo.com. That's July 18th through the 20th. And was there something I wanted to show you? No. There you go, guys. Boom. How are you guys in the chat room? Whoa, that's a name. Kettle Moraine Kabucha Farm. Is that your name? Redban, did you lose your virginity while watching WrestleMania? Yeah, how did you know that? I'm sure I've said that before. Yeah, I did. It was WrestleMania. I think it was 3. It was, God, it's so long now. I can't even remember details of it. Was it like I think it was Homecoming. Okay, it was Homecoming, I believe. And it was either before or after Homecoming. We went to my buddy's house, my friend's house. His parents were gone. We had the whole house to ourselves. And my friend Marcus, shout out Marcus. And him and his date were upstairs. And me and my date were in the basement on a mattress in the basement, like kings. And the TV was on and WrestleMania 3 was on. Stolen, I remember it was stolen cable. My buddy had stolen cable. He had a descrambler or something like that. I forget what it was. And WrestleMania was on, and I remember it was my first time. I was very nervous. Not nervous, I guess, but, first time, right? And I remember WrestleMania was on, and I remember making out and like looking over and watching WrestleMania and going, oh man, like it was so hard to, like, this is supposed to be amazing, but I want to watch WrestleMania kind of still. But yeah, I just remember it being on and it being very distracting. I can't even barely remember it. I was 15 years old. So that means it was 34 years ago. Oh my God. I've been having sex for 34 years. Most of you in the chat are not even 34 years old. I've been fucking when you were sperm, kid. Yeah. Sounds romantic, doesn't it? Yeah. You're going to buy that new wave pinball machine. Yes, I pre-ordered it. One fun fact about it, though, which is kind of annoying, is that it's not a working pinball machine. You guys know I collect these, well, you guys can't even see right now, these little mini arcades. It's called a new wave mini arcade. But they're releasing a pinball machine that lights up and does all this fun stuff, but you can't play it. It's just, it doesn't actually play. It's just made for like a prop, so you can put it in your game room and stuff, which I think is kind of bullshit. Fun thing tonight, I have 2 drunk purchases. This is something, reoccurring segment on Virtual Redban. I have a huge problem with when I get drunk. When I'm laying in bed doing that thing where you just lay in bed and look at TikTok videos for 2 hours. I have one of those bad things that I do where I'll go down a rabbit hole and I buy stuff when I'm drunk. And it's been, if you know my history, it's been really bad sometimes, very expensive mistakes. A lot of just dumb shit, like why the hell did I buy that? I have 2 drunk purchases to show you. I guess we could do it right now. I know you guys enjoy this. These drunk purchases, I'm going to say one of them is amazing, life changing. The other one, I'm still on the fence about. It's one of those things I like how it looks, but I don't need it. I don't know where to put it. I shouldn't have bought it. Luckily, it wasn't that expensive. I guess let's start with the one that I really like first. Okay. TikTok shop. I'm not a big TikToker, by the way, but TikTok shop is open. And if you don't know what TikTok shop is, it's, I guess you could just buy things on TikTok now. And it's a lot of stuff, just like, it's junk. It's pretty much like a lot of it's just Temu shit or Wish.com stuff, China shit. But, you can buy it through TikTok for some reason. But there's also a lot of people that, like small businesses and stuff like that, that are using TikTok shop. They'll have a TikTok that blows up and becomes famous about something, and you can buy it there. Well, one thing that has become pretty popular lately is freeze-dried candy, where they take, they pretty much take candy and they put whatever that chemical is. I can't think right now. Glycerin, whatever, that thing that just freezes everything. It's like this chemical and it's all smoky and shit. You guys, I don't need to explain freeze-dried stuff to you. But one thing that's really popular is taking candy and freeze drying it. And it just makes everything kind of turn into, what's it like? Like Whoppers. You ever eat a Whopper? It's like, liquid nitro. Thank you. HE and Planet 4. Liquid nitrogen. And it's cool. But I saw this TikTok, and it was freeze-dried Skittles. Now, I love Skittles. I know a lot of people don't like Skittles. But the older I get, I'm not as big of a fan of Skittles, just because it's like, usually you get, when you buy a bag of Skittles, usually you're getting, like, they're almost stale. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, sometimes they're just too hard. I don't know. It seems like I used to like Skittles better when I was a kid. And I like the flavor of Skittles, though. But I saw this thing, and it was for freeze-dried Skittles. And it was pretty cheap. And when your first time you ever buy something on TikTok shop, not an ad, you get like a discount. You get, I think, like, I forget what it was, like $20 off or something like that, your first purchase or something like that. But I saw this thing from a company called Kuza Candies, and it was freeze-dried Skittles. And look, they're almost like, they look like little tennis balls. And it's pretty much what I think happened is the Skittle kind of expands when it gets frozen and almost like blows up. And when you eat it, it's like eating cereal. Like, look at these little balls. Listen to this. It's just like eating cereal, but the flavor of Skittles. Delicious. And what's weird, just two of them, I feel like I just ate way more than 2 Skittles, but I have 2 Skittles and I'm like, damn, I'm good. That's all I needed. If you like Skittles, I recommend it. Janice didn't like these. She doesn't like the texture of like that Whopper thing, like that crunchy thing. She thinks it's, I don't know. She just doesn't like the mouth feel. Maybe it's not for everyone. I love it. Recommend it. Now I kind of want to try other candy. Yeah, it's like Skittle Puffs, Greg. You're right. Now I want to try other candy, though. I heard other candy is, there's even better ones, like Twix and stuff. Now my mouth completely just tastes like Skittles, and it's ruined my drink. All right, this next drunk purchase, this cost, I think it was $66. By the way, the Kuza Candies, you can find her at kuzacandies.com if you want to check it out. I recommend. Very nice packaging too. If you follow her on TikTok, it's actually a girl and she just started her own business, and it's kind of, it's kind of cool. And they give you a bunch of extra stuff when you buy. Just really nice packaging and very well done, and just cute, adorable packaging altogether. This next one, I think it cost, by the way, that for this pack, I think it ended up costing like $10 or something for this big bag. So this next one was I think $66, $67. How I stumbled upon this next drunk purchase. I think, looking at Cybertrucks, and I think it was on Reddit, and somebody posted something. It was a toy from the 80s, maybe even the 70s. And it was one of those toys that when I saw it, I was like, holy shit, I used to have that. I think it was like one of the first toys I ever had. And I have not thought about it or seen it since I was a kid. I just remember thinking it was the coolest thing ever. And what's really cool, it looks so retro. Like, it looks like the 70s. And it kind of looks like a Cybertruck. Now I'm going to show you the commercial first for it. I think I found a commercial for it. This is an old ass commercial though, so I'm sure it's going to suck, the sound and everything like this. This is from, I love this website, retrojunk.com. But anyways, it's called The Big Trak. And it's by Milton Bradley. And it did come out in 1979. You got to remember, in 79, I was 5. So this is a toy I got probably when I was 5 or 6 years old. And I don't know, when I saw it, I was like, I must own this. And of course, I didn't even remember buying it. And then yesterday it came in the mail and I'm like, what is this? Oh God, is this a drunk purchase? Sure enough, I don't even remember buying this. I remember buying the Skittles, but I don't remember buying this. Let's take a look at this first, the commercial of this. It's called The Big Trak by Milton Bradley. Maybe you old fucks that are watching will remember this.
It's Big Trak, the computer-activated tracker and the automatic transporter. Your child sends Big Trak off on a mission by programming in up to 16 commands. Like fire 3 laser blasts. Big Trak stores your child's commands to get out of a tricky spot. To complete the mission, Big Trak rolls in, drops the payload, then heads for home base in another assignment. Big Trak for your child from NB Electronics. Transporter sold separately.
So the transporter I never had, that which is, I guess, the wagon part on it. So pretty much it's a programmable vehicle. I really forgot about the sound effects. It made sound effects, and you guys heard one of the sound effects in the commercial. Where it's like, but it just sounds like the 80s. Listen.
Laser blast.
Hear that? Just takes me back. I remember having this thing going everywhere. I remember I would go down the stairs and stuff. Grimace and Pain. I had one of those. Tattoo practice. Nice that you found one. Planet 4 does not remember this. Well, let me just show it to you. It arrived. Unfortunately, I was going to hold off without and not showing you this, because unfortunately I don't have the right kind of batteries. I'm talking about those big ass D batteries, the big dumbass D batteries. Jason, you got it from Radio Shack. That's where I got it from. I remember my parents got it from Radio Shack. I remember that too. Pretty much anything from Radio Shack I had, like the Armatron. Do I have the Armatron anywhere here? Man, you guys know what the Armatron is, I hope. Anyways, I got it. So I don't know if it works. The listing says untested because they probably didn't have the batteries either. But It's in really good condition. Now I haven't cleaned it or anything, and I haven't tested it out, but here it is. It's actually, I mean, just look how retro it looks, and check out these wheels. These wheels like move up and down, so it's like you could really climb over some stuff. The front has lights, I believe, in the middle maybe. The back, but the top has it has this programmable thing. I guess you could put different codes in, or you can move it, have it do certain moves, and I don't remember. I just remember I thought this was cool, because we didn't have computers and shit. So this was like I am programming something. The top, I don't even know what this does. I don't remember any of it. I just remember. I remember it being when I was a kid, just thinking it was the coolest shit ever. And I used to have GI Joes right up here. They just sat right here. But I love the art. It looks almost like, what's that? Avatar Nation. Those overpriced sweatshirts and stuff. Just very 70s retro. And I thought it looks like it's in pretty good condition. I don't think, I'm guessing this still works. Just because it doesn't look fucked up at all. It looks actually pretty amazing. But I will get batteries for it soon, and I will. Oh, what did I drop? I'll get batteries for it soon. I think that was. What was that? I'll get batteries for it soon, and I will do an update video for it and put it on my YouTube, and let you guys know when I do that. So, let's check out it in action though. There's a couple videos of people playing with this. We'll check out this video from somebody called The Oldest Kid in the World, or man-child. Anyways, if you want to go to this page, it's The Oldest Kid in the World on YouTube. Let's just check out what this person says about it.
Let's see, what can we get into today? Aha.
Wow, he had the
Big
additional.
Trak.
His looks faded and shit. Mine doesn't even look faded. Mine looks like that. Is his faded? Oh Lord, his looks well. Yeah.
So here she is,
faded.
the 1979 Milton Bradley Big Trak. This is one of those things that if you were a kid around the time of 79, you either wanted this thing or you had it.
I know. And I grew up pretty poor, so this must have been a Christmas present. This must have been one of my big gifts, is what they used to call it. I remember my dad and my mom going, "All right, Brian, this is your big gift." Did you guys have that? This is your big gift. And it would be like, oh, a Nintendo or a Big Trak. I mean, I'm only 6 years old at this point, so I'm guessing this was a big gift for me.
It was fairly expensive at the time.
Oh, how much was it? How much do you think this was? Let's see. Pricing, how much the dollar, how much things would cost back then. I'm guessing this was $29. Do we know?
Never did have one. Finally got that solved. What we're going to do here, we're going to do a quick few once-overs here. Then we're going to get into it. It does have what's called a transport, which is kind of like a dump truck
You had the transport. I didn't have the. His is in way worse condition than mine. Look at that. His shit looks faded. I can't tell if it's his video or his camera, but just look at see how look at his green right there in the back of his truck. I mean, just look at mine. Mine seems like new or something. Like his shit looks faded and gross. I'm just hating on this guy's
attachment that it tows. I do have that, but we're not really going to get into that on this because I find it kind of boring. This is going to be mainly about the unit itself. So here's a few shots of it, and then we're going to delve into playing around with it a little bit.
Hey, Janice, can you call the cat? Gosh darn cat figured out how to jump my fence, and now it just does nothing but bother me all day. Yeah, that transport's stupid. I don't care about that.
Being that this is programmable, here's your keypad. The way this works, it's a little difficult at first, but you get the hang of it pretty quick. First thing you want to do is hit clear.
Okay.
You got to clear out all the former. It can only hold one pattern of set commands per time.
Weird.
And you hit, as soon as you turn it off and turn it back on, if you hit the test button, it'll run a quick little test pattern. You want to hit clear to get rid of that test pattern. This is the test.
Oh my god, I remember that. Dude, that sounds like a video game.
Now it should come back.
Wow, look at that. I love the sounds. The sounds
That
it
was the
makes.
test pattern. Okay, then firing is just
Boo, boo, boo.
hit there we go, the red fire button, and then how many times you want it to fire.
Okay.
So we hit fire 5, it's going to fire 5 times.
Cool.
When you're all finished with your commands, you hit go, and it will run what you just typed in.
Okay.
Now let's do a little quick program of our own. So let's say we wanted to go, first we want to hit clear, then we want it to go forward. Let's say 3 lengths. Then we want it to fire
Okay. 9 times.
9 times.
Yeah.
Then we want it to go
Backwards.
back
Okay.
3 lengths
Wow.
right to us.
That's crazy.
And we hit go.
Can you imagine kids trying to figure that out in the 70s? Like, man, you'll feel like, hey, get out of here, Uma. You'd feel like such a like, I'm hacking the system. Oh, see, it's shooting its light. Whoa, that's badass, dude. I mean, come on. This is cool. God, the
And that's how she
sound.
works.
I love it. Look at it shining its lights. Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. I mean, this is still cool, I think. What is this? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, this, my G.I. Joes would be standing up there, but he has this little thing so they can back up here. Yeah, yeah. All right. Brian, have you played Pow World yet? No, I haven't. Janice, get this cat out of here. I have not played Pal World. I find it very interesting, though. I've been watching a lot of videos of people playing it, and it looks pretty fun. Not fun as much as it... Like, I don't know if I would enjoy it, but I like watching people play it. If you don't know what Pal World is, this is a new game that recently came out on Xbox and Steam. It's in like early development, but you can still play it right now. Early access, I think is what they call it. Pretty much what it is, it's Pokemon with guns is what people are calling it, because it literally is like a ripoff of Pokemon. A little Minecraft in there, a little Fortnite in there, and it's just pretty amazing that Nintendo is not suing the fuck out of them. I love watching it though. I don't know if I would like it though. I don't really like those games where you know you're just sitting there crafting. You're just like doing busy work, like you know. But what's cool about it is you capture pretty much these Pokemons, and you make them slaves. Like they become slaves for you, and you just have them work. And I don't know. It's kind of funny. You know, here is Asmon.
%. 3.
This is Asmon.
Again. 3. Another one. Come on, 3. Another one. Okay,
trying to
2.
capture.
I got 30 more. We're using all the balls. All the balls. All the balls. It's not hopeless. He's going in the ball. Another one. I've got the big balls. Another one. Another one. 15 balls. 3%.
Uma, get out of here.
17 balls. Another one. You piece of shit. 14 balls left. Shit. Another one. Another one. Keep trying. No, he's going in a ball. Another one. 9 balls. 20. No. Another one. Get in the ball. Another one. 6 left. Another.
Yeah, this is a mammoth, I think it's called. He captures a mammoth which is like a huge boss, and he pretty much wasted all his Pokeballs. They're not called Pokeballs, but literally you're throwing a Pokeball at them just like Pokemon.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
Anyways, he ends up capturing it, but yeah, but just
How
look at
World is
the characters.
A couple look gives you a transfer.
I mean, the characters
at level 10,
literally
we have a base defense of 300.
look at that. I mean, it's Pokemon. How the fuck is Nintendo not suing the shit out of them? Like, the characters,
100%.
not only do the characters look similar, but like having a Pokeball and shit like that.
The other thing you're definitely going to want to do is go to these stats, a little bit of a race. Now, notice initially the dire wolf can go a little bit fast.
It's still in pre-access though, so it's like there's still a lot of glitches and bugs and stuff, but this is just blowing the fuck up. It actually is, it's actually breaking records right now of how many people are playing it on Steam and stuff like that. Like, it's pretty amazing. It is sold. Look at this. This is just mind blowing. Look at this. Insane. It is the second highest all-time peak in Steam history, meaning how many people are playing. Look at that. It just beat Counter-Strike 2. It is only below PUBG. It's beat Cyberpunk. It's beat Elden Ring. It's being Hogwarts, Baldur's Gate 3. It just beat Counter-Strike. This game just came out and it's blowing the fuck up. And it's interesting because, you know, Nintendo releases these Pokemon games. Their last game was like the laughing stock of, you know, it was just looked dumb and it was just stupid. And, you know, this just shows people want like a good Pokemon game. And Nintendo dropped the ball so hard on this. They just let somebody come in and pretty much steal their shit. Pretty insane. But yeah, you can get it right now on Xbox. It's on the, what's that, Xbox, where you get the games, all the games you want. You know, what's it called? Xbox Live or whatever it used to be called, Xbox Live. Wow, 6 million copies in 4 days. It has sold 6 million copies in 4 days. How much does it cost on Steam, you ask? How much does it cost on Steam? Let's see. Let me just break into my Steam real quick. Lakuka makuchi muki papi kiki poopy. All right. Why am I having a hard time finding it on Steam if it's number one? Like top sellers. Let's go. Top sellers, Power World. Right now, it's $26. So let's just say it's $25. What's 25 times 6 million. $150 million. I mean, it's not, the game's not even out yet. Like, it's just pre-release. You know what I mean? This game came out of nowhere. Is that even right? 6 million? Yeah, I guess it is, but pretty crazy. $35 in Canada. I don't know though. It doesn't look like a game I would like, but maybe I'll try it because, you know, I do like me some Pokemon. Sound like an old man. What do you guys think? You guys playing it? Any of you guys in the chat playing it? I mean, Nintendo sues everyone. You're right, Box Lane. I'm just surprised that maybe Nintendo's just waiting. Like, yeah, make some more money. Come on, let's get to $1 billion, and then we're gonna sue you. Like, the more they make, the more Nintendo can sue and get like a bigger, you know, return. This is now a business for Nintendo. Probably they're just like, yeah, keep on making money, keep on making money. I saw somebody said earlier I look like Warrior. Yeah, or Wario. Warrior. Oh, I look like Wario or yeah, I'm you know, I think I've said this already. I do not like having a mustache. I don't like it. But ever since I had it, everyone keeps on telling me they like it. And I can't tell if that's just like nervous energy when somebody comes up to you and you're just like, oh, I love your mustache. Kind of like, oh, I love your shirt. And you're like, in your head, you're like, why did I say that? I don't like their shirt. But a lot of people are saying it fits me. I usually like my mustache. You know, I've had mustaches before. I usually like it for like about a week, and then I end up shaving it. Well, now it's been 24 days. I think it's been 24 days, 25 days maybe. It's been 25 days. The price of power. It's been 25 days since I've had this mustache. It's getting a little sloppy. It's getting a little shaggy. It's it's my top lip is gone. Like, I don't know if I should like cut it, you know, so my top lip is showing, or just become Wilford Brimley all over. But I'm gonna do a poll on YouTube. I'm interested. Should I keep this mustache? Because part of me is like, Brian, just go all the way in. Just go crazy 70s, make it even crazier, make it just bushy. Like, what's that dude from Crosby, Stills and Nash? Is that who I'm thinking of? What am I thinking of? Crosby, Stills and Nash. Whoa, what just happened there? Yeah, that one guy from Crosby, Stills and Nash. He looks like a walrus. All right, I don't need to hear the... Yeah, this guy. Right there. This guy, remember? Guy on the left. Old walrus face. Look at that mustache. I mean, that's a 70s stash right there. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to keep it or not. Part of me is like, no, just do it. Write it out. See where it goes. This guy. All right, it looks bad there. The other part of me is like, no, man, don't become the mustache guy. Wow, this poll is... Oh, I should put, by the way, I should put keep the mustache. Hold on. Let me end this poll real quick. I'm gonna do a new poll. I didn't really start a poll. Keep the stash. Now you guys have to redo it. But that last one, looks like it won. If you guys knew. While that poll's going on, you definitely need some sideburns. The only problem is, like, I used to have some sideburns. I used to love sideburns. Who was it back in the day? Like Luke Perry or somebody. It used to be popular to have long sideburns, like that go down to like here and stuff. And then sometimes people even have those chops. You know what I hate? I hate when guys have those chops. I hate when it does that shit. Oh man, it's one of the grossest things ever when people have that shit. I hate that. I used to be a sideburns guy, but then I don't know. I think I'm over the sideburns now. I used to have really long sideburns for some dumb reason. I think that was a 90s thing. Yours grows too good to cut it. Mine is string as fuck. Oh, Yonder, thank you. What's up, Yonder Wizard? Yonder Wizard playing Baldur's Gate 3 on his YouTube. If you guys don't remember, if you guys watch Virtual Redban, I bought him Baldur's Gate 3. I told him he needs to play that game. And he's been playing it, and he's addicted to it. He's been playing it nonstop. Looks fun. Now, that game looks fun. Like, it's funny because I've been watching Yonder play it so much, way more than I thought I would. Like, I don't usually just sit there and watch people play role-playing games and shit. But I've been watching him play more than I thought I would. But of course, as you know, Yonder's just fun to listen to because he's a silly goose. But I've enjoyed watching Yonder play that. And I'm almost kind of like, man, maybe I should start playing that. But it also seems like a complete time suck. See, that's the thing I can't do. I can't play these time suck games, unfortunately, because I am just so busy. I know it doesn't seem like I'm busy because I just sit here and hang out with you guys and drink and play VR. But literally, I'm doing like 20 things at once at all times. And the only reason I'm doing VR tonight instead of doing all this editing that I need to do all week is because there's so much, this is such a big project, like so much video files that I have to pretty much back up everything off my computer onto hard drives just so I have space to edit, which is crazy. I've never edited something that was so big that literally takes up your entire hard drive. Insane. It's insane. So I can't do anything anyways. I'm pretty much waiting. I'm looking at it right now. It's still got 6 hours. 6 hours left of just backing up and transferring. One thing I do hate about having a mustache is that anytime I sneeze or I blow my nose, it's like there's shit always in my mustache, and then now I've become paranoid that there's always shit in my mustache. You know, even if you just go, and you're like, oh God, is there like a big booger in my mustache now? So I'm always like doing this now, and I feel like I'm just constantly like, I look like a fucking cokehead or something. I don't know. It's like, oh, Brian's always doing this one, you know. And it's itchy, of course. You know, these little hairs around your mouth are just constantly poking you. Facial hair is not fun. I wish I liked how I looked with just a shaved face, but I can't stand my stupid face with the, I like some kind of face hair. I might go back to the goatee. I liked having a goatee briefly before I fucked it up. But everything down here is gray. So it's just like, I have like a black and white cookie. I guess I could dye the bottom part of it. But you could tell. See, it just starts getting gray right here. Or anything below the lip. You look like that cowboy Looney Tunes character with a gun. You don't even know who that is? Are you talking about Yosemite Sam? Wow, darnations. That guy? Do not look like that guy. Come on. What the fuck? You don't even know his name. Little Spoogie. That's a great name. Your name is great, by the way. I like that. Little Spoogie. What a fun name that is. I'm jealous. I can't grow, I'm guessing, facial hair. Yeah. I mean, you know, honestly, I know a lot of people that can't grow facial hair. Like Tony. I think Tony has a mustache, right? But I know it took him a long time to get where he is with that. If he still has a mustache, I actually don't remember if I think he still does have that mustache, right? God, I see the guy multiple times every week, and I can't remember if he has. I'm pretty sure he still has a mustache. But I remember when he first started growing, it was just like little tiny, and like if he were to shave his mustache, it'd probably take a while to grow in. But I know a lot of people like that, or they can grow, or they're patchy. Unfortunately, I'm a monster. Like if I don't shave for 2 weeks, I look like a terrorist. You know, just full beard, and I mean, this is me shaving yesterday, and I already have hair on my face, and I shaved yesterday. I shaved everything except my mustache and this bottom part. I'm a hairy monster, hairy back, hairy chest. I mean, just well, I guess that doesn't look that bad, but just a garbage hair guy. I hate being this hairy, but I get it. If I couldn't grow a mustache or beard and other people could, I probably would be like, man, I'm so jealous. I wish I could do that. I guess I take that for granted. But I grew up, my parents hated facial hair. And this 5 o'clock shadow thing, I mean, they would just be like, Brian, you need to shave every day. Like they like that clean cut, like military type shit. Like 5 o'clock shadows to them look sloppy. Like, you're never going to get a job with a face hair like that. Show them. Redban, do you groom yourself or barber? For my hair, I go to I mean, guys' hair. I think people overthink guys' hair. I mean, if you just have short hair like I do, I just go to, like, you know, those cheap places like Great Clips, Fantastic Sam's. I go to Great Clips because they have an app where you could just be like, hey, what's the wait time right now? 40 minutes? All right, check me in. I'll be there in 40 minutes. And then you just go there and they're like, Brian, is that you? And I'm like, yep, here I am. And you don't have to wait at all. It's nice. And Great Clips, in and out, 10 minutes. What is it? $15, $20. They do the job. I mean, look, my hair is not hard. It's like, oh God, you know, you just need to blend. But I know guys that just spend like $200 on barbers and stuff. And I'm like, I mean, what? I don't get it. I guess maybe I shouldn't knock it. I should go to a $200 barber. But I mean, I wear hats so much, I don't really give a fuck. But I think Great Clips or Fantastic Sam's or any of those like cheap ass franchises, it's good enough. I don't know. I've always been a hat guy. I want to protect my face from the sun. I'll be damned. Tony does have a mustache. I know, right? Does he? I mean, I'm pretty sure he does. His mustache actually looks, if I remember, his mustache actually looks pretty good now. But I remember like the first year of him having a mustache, it was just like, oh my God. He just used to have like just like little strands, you know, kind of like an old cartoon. Let me just look at the latest episode of Kill Tony, because I really, yeah, oh yeah, he has chin hair too. He has like kind of like a goatee, I guess. Yeah, he definitely has. That's so funny. I couldn't remember if he had a mustache or not. It's weird. Getting old, man. Yeah. The only reason to go to a barber is if you are into illegal shit. Why? Is that where you get drugs and shit? Is that where people get drugs and stuff? Is their barber? Never even thought about that. That makes sense. $40 clipper lasted me 10 years. Yeah, Greg, you're bald. I do, like, when I went through my bald phase, you guys probably remember that. I was bald for like 6 months. I did that. I don't like how I looked bald. I also felt like when I shaved my head, everyone thought I looked like Tom Segura. I don't know. I think I looked like a. I also was fatter. This is from like 2 years ago when I first moved to Austin. But yeah, like look at this photo. I just look like I look sickly. I just don't like it. I think it's just creepy. Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh. Ooh, no. It makes me look too babyish. I'm just not used to seeing it. Maybe bald with a mustache, though. I wonder bald with a mustache. I don't know. I was like 30 pounds heavier here, though. This is before me taking testosterone. I don't like me bald. But maybe me being like my face is a little bit skinnier now. I'm not so. I don't look like a. I don't look like a little white bean. Maybe it would look good if I was bald with a mustache, though. I don't know. I'll probably try bald again. You know, everyone. I have so many friends that are bald, like Joe and Tom, and just all these people are bald, and like it just seems like we're all bald together. I don't know. It's just weird when you hang out with a bunch of bald guys. I feel like I just should just have hair just because I can. I don't know. I do think though, if my hair ever gets to the point where, like it's like, you know, where I'm combing over the hair just to make it look like I have hair, you know, like those people, which I never understand, then I would definitely be bald. Like I'm not against being bald, but I think like if you have hair, you shouldn't be bald. Like you should wait till, I don't know. Wow, yeah, it's weird. I can't look at that anymore. That's just gross. Looking like Stabby. Leave a little hair like Mac Miller. Oh, rest in peace. I miss Mac Miller. Huh. You know what? I'm going to smoke some green tea and I'm going to review something. I'm going to tell you something. And this is going to be interesting. This is interesting to me. Now, and by the way, this is my dumb explanation of something, and I could be wrong, but this is what I was told. And I think it's interesting. So, A lot of you guys probably already know about this. You know, there's many states, including the state I live in, Texas, that marijuana is still illegal. Now, in Austin, Texas, it's been decriminalized, so pretty much it's legal. I mean, if you're just smoking a joint and a cop walks by you, he's going to be like, I don't give a fuck. But if you go outside of Austin, you get pulled over and they see a little roach in your ashtray, you might even go to jail. Like it's so illegal in Texas, but so not an issue in Austin. It's very weird. But you know, many states are like that. But so what's interesting is these loopholes that are becoming more and more popular when it comes to marijuana. And one of the things is called THCA. And from my understanding, it's very hard. It's very scientific. But if they grow marijuana right before it becomes potent, like they pick it and dry it out right before THC becomes THC. I mean, I'm dumbing this down. This is not right, I guess. But I guess it's legal to sell it because the THC pretty much is not active. Like it was picked right before the THC actually becomes active. Does that make sense? But when you put fire to it and you smoke it, it activates the THC. So that's how it's legal. And so most states allow you to buy things like this is a new sponsor, but I'm not being paid for this right now. This is a new sponsor for Kill Tony, and it's called Mood. And when you have a sponsor, a lot of times they send you free product, and they sent me a bunch of these pre-rolls, and they have, just like regular marijuana or green tea, they have sativa and indicas. You know, this one is called Focus. Like this is I'm guessing a sativa, and I have been kind of weird about this shit. Like it's just fake weed, you know. It becomes illegal when you smoke it, for sure. You can buy it, have it shipped to you, completely legal. You can get pulled over and have this on your dashboard, have it on your seat, and I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, you know, I mean, I don't want to say, but, you know, this is legal. But the second you smoke it and it activates the THC, it becomes normal green tea. Now, the other day, I had to wake up yesterday. Was it yesterday? Monday. But yeah. Yesterday, I've been working on this secret project lately that I can't wait to tell you guys about, and one day I will be able to tell you. But I had to wake up early. I had to write a bunch of stuff. Go over notes, write stuff out, pretty much do like homework shit. And I was like, you know what? It's 8 a.m. I'm really tired. I'm having my first cup of coffee. I got these pre-rolls. Let's try it out. This is going to be a great test to see if this works. So I smoked about 6 hits of this. I took about 6 hits of it because while it tasted normal, like a normal green tea thing, I was thinking it's not going to be anywhere close to the real thing. I want to get a good shake of this. So I sat out there with my morning coffee on my back patio and smoked it. Sure enough, about 15 minutes later, I go back inside. And I'll tell you what, I had the cleanest high I've had in a while. You know, sometimes I smoke regular green tea and it's like, oh man, I smoke too much. Now I feel kind of a little antsy, or my anxiety's a little weird now, or, you know, and then, 10 minutes later I'm fine. But this was just like, I felt the effects of it, but it was such a nice, it felt cleaner. It felt like zero anxiety, but all the positive, none of the negative. And it was great. I am now a firm believer that, especially if you live in a state where you struggle trying to find green tea, and you might know a guy that knows a guy, but, you don't even, it's just sketchy. Try it out. I don't remember what our coupon code is for Kill Tony. It's probably Tony if you want a discount. Again, not a sponsor here or whatever. The latest episode of Kill Tony, I think it was one of our sponsors on there, if I remember. I recommend it. I'm pretty surprised. Like, I definitely did not see this coming. But now I'm like, oh, dude, this is great. I love this. Especially also, I could put this in my luggage if I'm traveling and stuff and I wouldn't be scared. Like, no, I bought this legally. Or if you get pulled over and you had this unburnt, obviously, I'd be like, no, it's legal. UPS dropped this off today. Check it out. Again, every state's different, so check out your local laws. Maybe some states this isn't legal in, and then they won't sell it to you. I don't know what states it's legal in and stuff, but check it out. It's called Mood. I think it's mood.com. Oh, hold on. Let me put on my old man glasses. HelloMood.co. Amazing how those glasses work. HelloMood.co. Here it explains what it is. It's federally lawful. See, here's all the different ones they have. Will it test positive for THC? Yeah, because it is THC. Isn't that interesting? It's pretty cool. And, if you don't smoke much, I think it's a good thing also, because so far, I mean, I've only used this for a couple of days, but so far it just seems like a more mellow, cleaner, not as, weed is so strong and potent nowadays. And sure, I smoke with crazy heads. I smoke the best all the time, right? I don't always love it though. Sometimes it's just so strong. Nowadays, you don't even like people put like extra shit in their joints and stuff like that. And you're like, dude, I just wanted flour, and you put like extract, blah 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 in it. It is like a clean, mellow or high, and that's more what I'm into. I like to think, I could just take 2 more hits and get this much higher, instead of like I took too much hits and now I'm up here and I need to fall asleep. How much are pre-rolls? I mean, it's pretty expensive too. I mean, this is kind of like if you buy good stuff, the price, it's like $16 for a pre-roll. before any discounts. But, this single one, I've had, just me. No one smoked it with me. But I've smoked it 7 times. It burns pretty slow. But I've smoked it 7 times, and I still have not 7 hits, 7 separate times I've smoked it, and each time I probably hit it like 4 or 5 times at least. So what I'm saying is, it's lasting a long time. So for me, I'm sure there's people out there that are like, I can kill that thing myself in like 5 minutes. I don't know. I feel like it smokes a little slower. Maybe that's because it's picked early. Like it's very, like it's supposed to be. I don't know. I have no idea. Just another company making a gimmick to take our money. They're creating a product for stupid, desperate people who want to have a cannabis experience. Waffle. And I promise you, Waffle. I promise you, I'm not getting paid for this. They're not a sponsor of this show. I don't get paid anything extra if you buy something or not. I'm telling you right now, I agree with you 100%. I thought, and then I actually tried it. Now I don't smoke every day. I don't smoke all day long. A lot of people like Yonder, he just smokes when he wakes up till he goes to bed all day long. I would be interested to see. I'll give Yonder one of these, but he has to only play it when he's doing Boulder's Gate and tell me if he feels anything. But he smokes so much that I really wonder if if these would work on him. Is what I'm saying. I'm interested, but I was doubtful 100%, and all that I told you is real. I'm not making any of that shit up. Like I just hit it now, and I feel legit. And I've been smoking since I was 17, 16, 15. I've been smoking since I was in high school. Yeah, actually it was like 16, 15, 16. I've been smoking a long time. I used to be a hippie. I've been smoking nonstop since I never took a break. I mean, I take breaks, like I won't smoke for a week, but I haven't taken I'm taking 2 years off. I haven't done anything like that. I'm telling you the truth. I promise you. I promise you. I would recommend trying it out. Make it a YouTube video. It might be successful, because I want take 3 days off from smoking anything. Try one out, smoke it throughout the day, and go, hey, do I feel this? Does it feel real? Is this just marketing? People trying to make money for poor people that can't buy weed? It's not a gimmick. Are you homies with Tony outside the show? Of course. Me and Tony have known each other so fucking long. We're business partners. Yeah. I mean, I see Tony maybe twice a week. I live in the burbs. So I see Janice a lot, and I see Costco, Target. I see In-N-Out. See Chase Bank. I don't party every day. I'm not downtown. I don't live downtown. So I'm not in the mix. I do a lot of YouTube. I do a lot of home stuff. I like being home. It's fun being home. I enjoy it. All right. I know this is a chill episode. I'll go back to the chat in a bit. Oh shit. Fuzzy 1, 2, 3. The mid-roll ads on Kill Tony kill the flow of the show. Shove more ads at the beginning or give us an alternative method, please. Good comment. Good comment. Good comment. I agree with one thing that you said, and that is, give us an option. Like, I just want to be undistracted. Now, YouTube, of course, plays crazy amount of ads, but if you become a premium member of YouTube, how much does that even cost nowadays? I've been a premiums for so long. It used to be called YouTube Red, right? YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium. A family membership is $22 a month, $23 a month. And you could have 5 people on the plan. For a single membership, it's $18 a month. Ooh. So, oh shit. Oh, I'm adding a family membership right now. I didn't know that. So a regular membership's $19 a month, and a family membership is $3 more. Oh my God. I could give this to like my girlfriend. I could give this to the other YouTube channels. Oh, why haven't I? I'm selling myself right now. So anyways, that does fix the YouTube ads. And I think it's worth it. I think it's better than Netflix. I think YouTube is better than everything. And I get it. Not everyone has $22 a month. I get it. But I am saying that it is not that much money. It's less than $1 a day. And I use YouTube a lot. And if you have a family plan, it's $1 a day. It's even less if you just haven't, whatever. But that does kill. Now, you're talking about the ads that we put in the episode. And we used to have it all one big chunk. And, of course, people would just be like, we're going to start the show. Right after the ads, they'll do the timestamps in the comments and stuff. A lot of people won't even watch Hans or the beginning of the episode. They will start where the timestamp ends. We do the show because of sponsors. They pay us the money to be able to put on this show. Of course, some of the money is ticket sales for the live shows, but sponsors definitely are the biggest help of doing a show like Kill Tony, and Kill Tony's getting bigger and bigger. It's costing a lot more money than it did when we were just in the belly room. And so sponsors don't like when we put all the ads together because they know what people do. I get it. But you know what also I get? I know how to use a remote. I know how to use a mouse. I know how to go and skip ahead. I am so accurate. I can skip right. I could use my remote. I can use my finger on my phone, and I could go and woo, the ads are gone. People complaining about ads. I'm like, do you have no fingers? Are you tied up right now? Should we call the police? Now I get it. Watching it live is a little different. I have often thought about getting rid of the premiere, and just at 8:00, it's available. And I think that is something I might actually do. I am going to think about it a little bit more and talk to some advisors. But I kind of like the idea of just putting it out there not a premiere, because the premiere doesn't allow you to skip the commercials. And I get that. You want to see it, but you also don't want to see all those commercials, right? I think that maybe the secret to a good middle ground to having sponsors is just to make it live at 8 o'clock. You know what? I'm going to try it out soon. I do miss the hijinks of the live ad reads, but I get it. Yeah, you know, it was always fun being live in general. Ad reads were a little bit like we should have never have done live ad reads, but you guys do miss some fun ad reads that you know, sometimes Tony comes in and everything he's saying is perfect. He doesn't miss one beat. Sometimes I'm like that, but most of the time we stumble, and sometimes it leads into some funny shit, especially when it's you know, sometimes we look at these sponsors and it's our first time reading it, like, wait, what is this? Creamy and frothy. What? And it's fun. That live thing is fun, but it's not the smartest thing, right, guys? I know it's fun for you guys, but it's not the smartest thing. And yeah. And plus, I like not fucking it up when it comes to the people that are paying the bills. You guys watching the sponsors make the sponsors pay us. And yeah, it sounds like bullshit, but I mean, do you guys not know how things are made? Man, you guys are sellouts. Wayne's World. Sweet. Wayne's World makes you wonder if I'm going to get a copyright strike from that. What do you guys think? Oh, let's look at the poll, by the way. 117 votes. Keep the stash. 68% said yes. No, 32%. Thank you, guys. I mean, you know, I don't mind it. I think, I don't know. I see myself on the side and I don't like it. And, fuck. Sickles. The choice of a new generation. What's something expensive you bought after Kill Tony has blown up? A new studio. I'm making a new studio in downtown Austin. It's going to be a place where I film and record some new stuff I'm working on. And a place I can crash once in a while. Like if I just want to be like, you know, this weekend, I just want to be downtown. Or if I have somebody in town, like my mom or family, be like, hey, you could stay downtown. It's going to be more like an Airbnb, but that I use for a studio. You know, like those videos that like Apple uses of people, you know, them testing out a product, and you're like, what is this apartment? Is this a real apartment or a set? No, it's going to be like that. It's just going to look like some weird ass, like a set, an Airbnb. like this. Let's go to our first news story. None of this is exciting at all. Vision Pro, which is Apple's new AR VR headset, just went up for pre-order. And it is now announced that Vision Pro currently only has about 200 apps ready for launch. So what are you going to be using when you use your Vision Pro? I mean, I think a lot of the reviewers have already said that most people are going to be using it for movies. Recently, we had an episode of Virtual Redban where I think it is going to be the rebirth of 3D. I think that's going to be a thing. I think people are going to buy this and be like, no, dude, you want to see a cool movie in 3D the best way? But anyways, they released the apps. Now, Apple's version of the apps, which come on the headset, you know, you got, of course, Apple TV, you got Safari, you got Photos, Notes. And I use Notes a lot for comedy. It's going to be interesting seeing how, if this changes how I look at my notes, my comedy notes, write new notes. Music, I could see myself. Mindfulness is like, I believe, a relaxation app, which I think I'm going to use a lot. I think I'm going to be using this for meditation a lot. Messages, also think texting people, replying messages, doing FaceTime calls, chatting with people. That might be another thing. Mail, I'm not going to use. Keynote, I'm not going to use. Freeform, not really sure what that is. Files, I'm probably use. Encountering dinosaurs, I'll probably use that as something like, oh, it's your first time trying this out in the App Store. Anyways, they also released this huge list of all the other third-party apps. And, you know, I guess there's not that many compared to how many that's on the iPhone. Now, most of these apps are just apps that have been reformatted to work with the Vision Pro. So there's not, this is not much, it's just like, oh, well, I guess I can go and use Poetry Bot. Oh my, whatever. These aren't like, and there's nothing that exciting. This article says that some standouts include Lego Builder's Journey, which is being able to put together Legos pretty much in VR, AR, whatever. Sky Guide, which I don't know what that is. Jig Space, I don't know what that is. Like, I look through this list. I mean, there's some things I know what they are, but I'm like, why would I want to do this in VR or whatever? I mean, there's a lot of apps that I've never heard before. Night Sky. I feel like I've heard that before. Don't know. I don't know, man. Flippy? It's not Flappy. Oh, Microsoft Word. Yeah, like, Microsoft Word is free? When did that happen? I don't even know. I don't even use it. Microsoft Word and Excel are free. That's nice. The Bible? Oh, man, I want to do some Bible VR. Maybe that would be cool. Disney Plus is probably the best one. Oh, Carrot. I know Carrot. That's a good weather app. All right, let's move on. Apple Vision Pro pre-orders estimated at almost 200,000 by supply chain analysts. Anyways, it's been reporting that Apple's supply chain for more than 10 years, this person who has been reporting on it, estimates that Apple has somewhere between 160 to 180,000 Vision Pro pre-orders. Now, this article was put out today, so I guess it's pretty accurate. For comparison, in October, the same person or somebody else, same person, claimed that they would produce 2.5 million Quest 3 headsets by the end of 2023. So look at the difference. Quest 3 selling 2.5 million. Apple's first dipping their toe into the cold water, only around less than 200,000. So that's a big difference. But Quest 3s cost $500 and this costs almost 4,000. Less than an hour after pre-orders opened Friday, delivery estimates were already pushed out to March for some storage tiers to the U.S. states. As of today, March seems to be the estimate for all the storage tiers in states. So it's already been, you can't get it, it's already a month late from when you can get it shipped from when I got it pre-ordered. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I also, my hopes for it and stuff like that, I think are going to be, I don't think I'm going to hate it. I think I'm going to not be as impressed by it, or I think I'm just going to be like, yeah, this is really cool. I don't think you should buy it. This is really cool, but it's not, like, I don't think it's going to be a game changer. I definitely, my hopes were way up here, and like, this is the future that, VR and stuff like that. And now it's more like, no, it's probably fine. It's kind of like they should have released it next year. But instead they're just like, no, we're going to release it this year and just let a small amount of people use it so we can learn a lot and then really sell it next year. That's pretty much what I think everybody thinks too. YouTube, see, here's another thing. YouTube joins Netflix in not making an app for Apple Vision Pro and blocking the iPad app. So all the apps, that huge list that I just showed you, the developer of those apps have to approve it or make an app for the Apple Vision Pro, or just take their iPad app and make it, approve it to be used on the Apple Vision Pro. So a lot of these apps just work in the Apple Vision Pro, but it's not going to be that exciting. It's just like, oh, I can use the app floating around in VR. But companies could say, no, I don't want my app to work in Apple Vision Pro. And when a company like YouTube and some other companies are owned by somebody that might be making their own VR app, they can block apps from working. There's workarounds and stuff like that, but it's kind of annoying. Like, you can go and use the app using a browser in Apple Vision Pro. Like, you have to go to youtube.com instead of using a YouTube app. It's just, it still works, but it's just annoying. But it's weird because they block the apps. Who knows what will happen? Like, but having companies like Netflix and YouTube, maybe they want to take their time and really build out the app. I mean, luckily Disney has an app on launch, and Disney's a huge company, and maybe people will be like, dude, that's so cool what Disney's doing. Can't believe Netflix not doing it. Who knows? Like Netflix, YouTube also didn't make an Apple Vision Pro app and is opting out of making its iPad app available. Now, this might not be a move like, oh, we're coming out with our own thing, or we're holding off for money or something like that. This could be just like, we don't want our iPad app. We don't want a shitty version of our app to be, they might be making it. It might be in development, and they just don't want to use their iPad app. They're embarrassed. Who knows? YouTube said it didn't make a Vision OS app, and that its iPad app won't be available on Vision OS either. Instead, also like Netflix, YouTube recommends Vision Pro owners access it via the web browser. Apple previously announced that iPad and iPhone apps are available on the Vision OS store by default, and developers have to intentionally opt out if they don't want theirs to be on there. Who knows? Doom-inspired VR first-person shooter Dead Hook goes multi-platform next month. Let's just look at the trailer. So this is like Doom Doom inspired. It's called Dead Hook. I think we might have looked at this at least once. Anyways, it's multi-platform next month. Let's take a look at this.
Environmental conditions observed in Cordcaster are typical for Restorac. Extreme temperature conditions.
I see you getting into it. I recognize a good old dead hook.
Your suit is equipped with the reatomization system.
Pretty cool.
Submit to the ruler's will.
Okay. Wait.
Will. Submit to the ruler's will.
Did you just hear that? Did you just hear what that? Let's see.
Submit. Hear it one more time.
Submit to the ruler's will.
Submit to the ruler's will. Submit to the ruler's will. Submit to the ruler's will. Submit to the ruler's. Submit to the ruler's will. Wait, what was it?
Submit to the ruler's will.
Submit to the ruler's will. Alright.
Never mind. Sorry.
Adam, can you hear me?
Oh, I forgot to put Red Bull in this podcast. Oh, God.
Adam, wake up.
All right, there you go. Available February 8th. That actually looked really cool and very Doom even the poster looks like Doom. Everyone's just copying everybody, right? Here's something really interesting. There's this thing called Citra VR, and it brings the Nintendo 3DS emulator to Quest, which is very interesting because, like I said about the Apple Vision Pro, I think 3D is going to make a comeback, and the Nintendo 3DS, if you don't remember, was like that Game Boy that was three-dimensional, and I actually liked the little 3D effect. It wasn't the best, but it was cool. Well, imagine taking that 3D effect and putting it in your in your VR headset. The 3D probably looks better, maybe, but being able to have an emulator on your Quest sounds cool, and maybe using the 3D effects because it's VR, that sounds cool too. It delivers native 3DS emulation on Quest, and it's arriving today from Airlink creator Amanda Watson. Citra's open source Nintendo 3DS emulator for Windows. That's in development started in 2013. There is, do I have a video of this, I think? Oh yeah, here is a video I saw on Reddit that actually shows somebody using it. To give you an idea, let me try to turn around. All right, let's take a look at this video.
You don't have to use the Xbox controller. You can use the Quest controller if you want to. It's up to you. It's real.
That's cool. So you can just sit there in your living room and play Quest games like you are a baby. A dirty, dirty baby. How are you guys in the chat room? I'm right in the poll now. Keep the stash, 67%. Get rid of the stash, 33%. Interesting. Redban, I have something you can look up. It's the Disney Hollow Tile Floor by Lenny Smott. Yeah, very amazing. One of the Disney, I know about this. One of the Disney, what do they call it? Imagineers or something like that, created something cool. And it's like one of those things that we've talked about where you walk in place so you can play like first person shooters with helmets on. So you're always walking in place. But this amazing bastard, I think he won an award for it. Designed this new floor where multiple people can do that. You know what? Let's just take a look at this. This is a good video. It's a minute long. Hold on now. Good. Thanks for bringing that up, little Spoogie. Little Spoogie, thank you for bringing that up, little Spoogie. That's something I saw and I thought was cool, and I forgot all about it. You're right. All right, let's check this out.
We call it the hollow tile floor, and it's a very special piece of technology, and I'm going to do a little demonstration of it.
Look at that. Doesn't that look fake?
I can walk on this omnidirectional floor in any direction I want. It will automatically do whatever it needs to have me stay on the floor. And what's amazing about this is multiple people can be on it and all walking independently.
Isn't that cool?
They can walk in virtual reality and so many other things. Theatrical stages that might have these embedded in them so that dancers can do amazing moves. Not me, but really good dancers. So there are just so many applications for this type of technology, and we don't know yet where it will be used.
Very, very cool. I think that's really cool. I mean, that's way better. It seems like it's not that expensive either. It looks like somebody, like the floor that he was standing on, I couldn't really tell, but it almost just looked like a bunch of 3D printed like rollers or something. I don't know. Those Imagineers, man. Very cool. Oh, you know what? Here's something that we could watch that we haven't watched yet. I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan. A lot of you guys already know. I have dressed up as Fat Indy in the past. And of course, me and Janice, we like to role play in the bedroom, Indiana Jones style. You might have seen this before where she dressed up as Short Round. And I'm Indy. And I want to say that's an official Indiana Jones hat. And I want to say that the hat that Janice is wearing is a real Yankee hat from the exact time period. Like, it cost a lot of money. I'm just saying, I could shave the stash right now, Spielberg. If you want me and Janice, that might be hot that Janice plays a guy, but she's a girl. That might be good. Hollywood might like that. It's like, she's so brave to play Short Round. It feel like we're stepping on fortune cookies, Redban. And I'll be like, those aren't fortune cookies. I could do something like that. Anyways, Indiana Jones is my shit, even though I haven't watched the latest one. I need to. I agree. I heard it was okay. Fine. I'm fine. I'm sure it's fine. Maybe I'll watch that on Apple Vision. Is that in 3D? Maybe I'll watch that in 3D. But there's a new video game that's a new trailer for a new Indiana Jones video game. And Indiana Jones video games in the past, there's been a couple of them that Harrison Ford actually does the voice of Indiana Jones for the video game, I believe. I didn't research this, but that's if I recall. I remember Harrison Ford actually doing the voices for some Indiana Jones games. But this one he didn't. And somebody that's, I guess, a famous voice artist guy stepped in and took over the role of Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones. And honestly, I think he does an okay job. It's kind of like the new Rick and Morty voices. It's like, you know what? It's good enough. If you didn't tell me, I would not even have thought about it. I mean, changing voices of cartoons has happened my whole life. I don't know how many times it's happened when you're like, wow, the voice isn't the same, or the cartoon animation's not the same. Like when the Tom and Jerry changed from like Chinese artists to, Burbank to China, like it was hard. Even as a kid, I saw the difference. What am I talking about? Anyways, let's see what you guys think about this. The video game's called Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. This is, yeah. Here we go.
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if
this needs shadows.
Maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning.
I'm going to say right now, there's something that's it's like ray tracing. I don't know what it's like HDR or ray tracing shadows. The lighting here is off. I need more shadow work. This is too clean. I don't know. It's like everyone's too well lit. It's like good graphics, but the lighting's not right. Does that make sense? I want a layer of shadow and grit on this. Unless it's made to look like the movies or something to the point of just having bad lighting. Something ain't right with the lighting. And this this shaky body at the beginning here, like it's like he's almost ragdolling, like, "Hey, Dr. Jones." Like, watch this. It's a little weird.
You were playing your pointless game.
See, it's just
I was playing you. You're wondering if
the shadows are
maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here.
I mean, very, very good. Realistic eyes and face and lips and stuff, but it's like it's missing something. Like it's missing a shadow. It looks too...
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
That's stupid. Is that Austin?
Myths. History. Just different ways to...
Ladies, do not cut your hair ever and style it like this unless you hate dick.
Just different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried. Just waiting to be found.
You can't just run away from...
See, this is great. Realistic graphics, but something... Am I wrong? Am I just smoking this legal green tea and like I'm off? But I felt this when I saw this trailer when I was sober, and it's just like the lighting or something's not right. It needs more, like it's like it needs HDR, like it needs that extra layer of darkness it doesn't have. Like it's the background needs to be not the same lightness as the characters. Maybe there's something about this style of art that is like you're almost there, man. And I think it's shadows. Proportions? You think it's proportions? Skin looks a little flat. Needs more subsurface scattering. No, I'm right. All right, cool. Has a touch of AI to it. Oh, wow. You know what? You're right. It does have a touch of AI, though. What is it? It's the lighting. It's too bright. Yeah, Rachel, I think it's too bright also. I don't know. If you look around, like look at my room. Like my room has 2 studio lights in it. And the lighting is, you know, like over here is a little darker than over here. But yet, if you look at this, though, it seems like that's kind of the same. But, I mean, I'm lighter than the background. I can't tell what it is. I think it's, yeah, I don't, all right, see there's darkness of this shadow right under here because underneath my huge chin. Oh, he's got that too. What is it then? It's not that. I can't figure it out. Something's not right. All right, this must be the green tea. Yeah, this green tea works. This, you know what? I'm sorry.
Your problems, Indiana.
Watch me. Throughout history, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance.
You know, I think this voice actor, and I think he's pretty famous, I think he nailed the voice. Like, it's not 100% accurate, but it's got that twang to it. And that little twang is enough. Like, you got that little Harrison Ford, like, step on it, you know? I don't know.
If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
He put a Olive Garden breadstick inside of a butthole. You guys see that? Olive Garden butthole. Indy just drew an Olive Garden butthole, which is a famous relic.
Cool.
Here, he just said butthole. Wait, did he just say butthole? Wait.
If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle. I've had run-ins with these guys before.
Whoever edited this, that I like, bing, 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 that's good editing right there. You guys might have even just missed that. A good editor lines up sounds with the visions in when you're making a, just good. It just, well, look.
I've had run-ins with these guys before. Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then.
Oh.
Let's see if you can keep up.
Indy, you're not a, what? Indy's a girl? This whole time Indiana Jones was a short-haired lesbian? I mean, that's the only reason he would be hanging out with this broad. Wait a second, Indy. Something right here. You've been eating those monkey brains?
Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I could keep up?
Wow, that bridge over there. Yes! This looks fucking awesome! Oh, he's on the jet plane!
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Chukulimani.
You know what's crazy? Is, you know, this is new, but they pretty much just copied another scene in the past Indiana Jones movie. You know, changed the thing a little, but you feel the same as you did when you first saw that part in Indiana Jones. And then you realize it's not even Harrison Ford doing it. And it's just a guy that sounds like Harrison Ford during the days. This voice actor, bravo. Let's just watch that again. Jump on the trap.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Chukulimani. The Great Circle.
I am going to say the Great Circle. They shouldn't call it. They shouldn't have called it the Great Circle. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, really? You couldn't have just called it Indiana Jones. That's it. Or how about Indiana Jones? Dusk. I don't know.
You have any idea how old that was?
Looks great. You can wish list it today. It's going to be out on Xbox and Steam, it looks like. Wow, Xbox. We've talked about Xbox and Steam twice today. We haven't been talking about PlayStation much. But I'll tell you this. I might have a surprise or two for you this weekend. I know I told you it's like one of my busiest weeks ever, but I don't know if I'm ready to be. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a virtual Redban Friday like normal. I don't know right now, just because of how much shit I'm doing this week. But I might have a surprise or two for you. And Saturday, there might be a fun surprise for you guys that like video games and PlayStations. Maybe. We'll see. See if my surprises work out. And surprise for you guys, if you're new here, this is not a normal episode of Virtual Redban, all right? It's a little crazy right now. This is a chill episode. If you're new, please subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You want to become a member? It's $5 a month on YouTube. And you know what? I got a bunch of videos that I have recorded recently, and I'm going to upload for you members. So look out for these special videos that you get to see. You also get deleted episodes. But if you're new here, you probably don't know that this is the end of Virtual Redban Part 1. Part 2 is about to start in about 20 minutes. And Part 2 is where we go into virtual reality. Look! See that? That's virtual reality right there. You ever see that? You never seen that virtual reality before, have you? You want to see some more virtual reality? I can show you some virtual reality. Here's some virtual reality. Let me unlock this. This is Mix Master Mike from the Beastie Boys wearing a Deathsquad shirt. Look at that. That's my first shirt I ever made. Isn't that special? I don't know how to play the music right now. Can you guys hear the music? Probably not. Oh yeah, you can hear it. Now you can hear it. Right. I have to actually check on my phone to see if you guys can hear it. Oh. Yeah, you can. Now you can hear it. I have to actually check my phone. That's cool. Mixed Master Mike is the shit, by the way. You know, I feel like me and him probably are the same age. How old is Mixed Master Mike? I bet we are twins. I bet we were born the same day, and we were split in the hospital. So my mom said, "No, you get one, I get one." I bet it was like that. Mixed Master Mike age. Oh, he's older than me. Doesn't look it. Well, I got 4 years on it. I mean, 4 years younger than me. He would be a bully to me. He would be a big brother. Yeah, but he's San Francisco, 53. Isn't that cool, though? I mean, when I first saw this, I remember this came out, I don't know, maybe 14 years ago, 13 years ago, or something like that, maybe. Maybe it wasn't that long ago. Maybe this was like 8 years ago, 7 years ago. I don't know. It seems like this came out a long time ago. When I first saw this was like one of the biggest things ever. Because I was a huge Beastie Boy fan, and seeing Mixmaster Mike wear my shirt, I was like, oh my god, my art on him while I'm watching him do art. Like, the other one would be when, you know,
Two hands on the record. No fader. Mixmaster Mike, Invisible Scratch Pickles, originator, Bad Man. That's it for our scratch session. My man's gonna plug his computer in and do a little set, right? All right, ready for
the other thing would probably be.
All right, I'm gonna just play this song and say goodbye.
The other thing was probably seeing Ronda Rousey wear my shirt when she was like the champion, UFC champion. This is from, I think, 2013. That was 11 years ago. Oh, yeah. So that Mixed Master Mike shit was probably like 15 years ago, because this is 2000. This is the second Deathsquad shirt. This is from 2013. I mean, how cool is that? I am drinking the mug right now of what Ronda Rousey's wearing. That's cool as fuck. That also is really cool. When I saw that photo, I was like, oh my goodness gracious. I was like that. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, guys. How long have we been going? Oh my God, 2 hours? Holy shit. For a chill episode? Wow. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I had no idea. Guys, all right. This is the part where we take a 15 or 20 minute break, and part two. Holy shit. This green tea thing, this mood? Is that why? Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever done a 2 hour over 2-hour episode of Virtual Redban Part 1. Like, that's crazy. How did we get here? Like, I'm like kind of freaked out a little. I'm going to be honest. Like, how has it been 2 hours? Like, this is crazy to me. Like, I feel like I've been drugged, like that movie with Dabney Coleman and Kid from E.T. and Cloak and Dagger. I feel like I got chloroformed. What the heck? All right, guys, this is the end of part 1. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. And this is the part where we actually go into virtual reality. Part 2 of Virtual Redban will start in about 20 minutes. Go to my Twitter, X, whatever, Redban, or in my Instagram. You can get the link for part 2 if you're watching on YouTube. Just refresh the page in like 20 minutes or so. Part 2 of Virtual Redban will start soon. So grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog, put your finger in your dog's ass, and let your girlfriend sniff it and put it on TikTok or record the whole thing. And you'll become a millionaire. It's your 20-minute warning, whatever. See you soon. Oh.